like to go to see a show, but Miss Kate said no. I'll tell you what you can do. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Katie Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Katie Casey knew what to do. Just to cheer up the boys she knew, she made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game, take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Greetings, folks, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where tonight, weather permitting, the Orioles will be playing the second game of a 3-game series against the Tampa Bay Rays here at Oriole Park at Camden Yards in Baltimore, Maryland. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal, the BirdWatcher here. People call me BW for short, and that works for me. Folks, we have 5 games left in the baseball season. 5. Ha. That's the Thai word for 5. Sorry, I wasn't laughing at you. We have games left in the season. And only a couple here at home tonight and then tomorrow afternoon. 2 games here in the next 24 hours. That's it for 2025 baseball in the city of Baltimore. We'll head to the Bronx on Friday with a 3-game series against the Yankees, and then that's it. No more Orioles baseball until pitchers and catchers report in mid-February 2026. Folks, not going to front. Your boy is feeling a little bit somber. You know, I don't like baseball seasons to end. No matter how they end, unless it's with a World Series championship, it always ends with some kind of somber feeling, doesn't it? I mean, we already knew what the outcome of this season was going to be. The Orioles were eliminated from playoff contention officially, about 4 or 5 days ago? Then we officially were eliminated from finishing with a 500 or better record a couple of days ago. And now we're at the point where, what do we have left to play for? Try to catch the Rays and finish 4th in the division, and try to go to New York and play spoilers against the Yankees. There's a lot left on the line, both in the American and National League. There's a lot left to be decided amongst division winners, wild card participants, who's getting a bye, who's not, who's getting a home series, who's not. It's all very much up in the air. A few teams now are going to definitely play in October, but nothing is 100% in terms of seeding, and I don't think we have an official division winner yet anywhere, do we? Maybe the Phillies? Excuse me. Have the Phillies wrapped up their division? I think they have the biggest lead of any team around. Let's see. MLB standings. What are we looking at here? Phillies are up. Yeah, they're up by 11 games. It's been over a long time. The Brewers are up by 6.5 on the Cubs. I thought the Cubs are a little bit closer for some reason. But the Cubs have the best wild card record. They're definitely going to get in. In fact, they are in. They have clinched a wild card, the Cubs. As of right now, the Yankees are in the playoffs. So are the Blue Jays. The Yankees are 1 game back, so that division is still wide open. The Guardians have now leveled up with the Tigers after beating them head-to-head last night, and they have the tiebreaker. So they have 2 games left. If they split those and they still have the same record, it's still Cleveland on top. That has been a fascinating pennant chase or division race, whatever you want to call it there, in the American League Central. The Mariners are up by 4 games now with just 5 to go. They could clinch the division tonight, and they look like they will get a bye week. It does look like whoever wins the East, Blue Jays or Yankees, Toronto currently ahead, along with the Mariners, will be the 2 teams with a bye week, or a bye round, I should say. Skip the wild card round. And whoever wins the Central will have to host a wild card round, and most likely hosting whoever doesn't win the Central, it would look like. While the Yankees right now would be hosting Boston, which would be a very exciting matchup now, wouldn't it? Now, the Phillies, they have wrapped up the East. They're up by 11 games on the Mets. The Mets, they won last night, so they are now back a game up for that final wild card spot. The Padres and the Cubs have both clinched postseason appearances. The Padres are still within reach of the division of the Dodgers. But, yeah, looking at this closer, I guess things are getting more and more decided with each passing day. So, yeah, I think we know for the most part who's in and who's out. The Astros are the one team trying to get in the American League. They are a game back of Detroit and Cleveland. So basically trying to catch the second place team in the Central. While the Mets, again, they have a 1-game lead on the Reds and the Diamondbacks. So 3 teams on the outside looking in right now with just a handful of games to go are the Astros, the Reds, and the Diamondbacks. But those are the 3 teams that have a chance, I would say, to still make the playoffs. And the 3 teams, or the 2 teams, I think, that have a chance of missing out would be whoever doesn't win the American League Central and the Mets. Mets could blow it still. All right. Getting back to Orioles stuff. I am all over the place. When is this game starting? 6 minutes? First of all, are we going to have a rain delay? There was a lot of rain in the area today. There was a photo uploaded by Rock Kabatko on his Twitter page about an hour ago showing the tarp coming off the field. I don't see any indication on his Twitter feed now. I'm going to the Orioles account. No indication I can see that there is going to be a rain delay. So that's good. Let's get this game up over here. Folks, exciting news in the starting lineup for your Baltimore Orioles tonight. I led off the comment section of the Charm City chat with the news. Your boy's excited. I've been calling for this. Folks, let's just go ahead and open up the biggest present under the tree, all right? Let's not mess around. Let's not wait for last. Your boy, Dylan Beavers.
Nice beaver.
Thank you.
Dylan Beavers is your leadoff hitter tonight for your Baltimore Orioles. It has happened. I told you this is what we needed, folks.
Do you believe in me?
Folks, Dylan Beavers. All right, let's get the Rays line. Well, first the pitching. Shane Baz is the pitcher for the Rays. Right-hander, a record of 10-12, 4.99 ERA. I went over all these stats yesterday before that game, thinking this was the matchup. I made a little bit of a boo-boo. But, yeah, Baz, basically an ERA of 5 with a 10-12 record, a 1.35 ERA. He's pitched 162 in the third innings, 61 walks, 173 strikeouts. He's given up 26 home runs on the season. Tyler Wells, meanwhile, this will be his fourth and final start. He's got a record of 2-0, a 2.04 ERA, a .62 whip. Outstanding. Just 10 hits and 1 walk over the course of 17 2/3 innings. He has given up 3 home runs in that time. That's about 1 every 6 1/3 or so. 14 strikeouts for Wells. Starting lineups for the Rays. Chandler Simpson will lead off and play center field. Brandon Lau will DH tonight and bat second. Junior Caminero will hit third and play third. Brandon Lau, Josh Lowe. Josh Lowe, right field and cleanup hitter. Jake Mangum is in left field batting fifth. Richie Palacios, the second baseman, will hit sixth. Tristan Gray, the shortstop, will bat seventh. Hunter Fiducia, the catcher, will hit eighth. And batting ninth, the first baseman with just the least athletic-sounding name I've ever seen, Bob Seymour. First base, batting ninth. For the Orioles, once again, not Jackson Holliday. Holliday not in the lineup tonight. Apparently, he has a little something going on with his knee. It's not serious. That's what they say. And I actually believe them this time because it's Jackson Holliday. And, different kind of treatment, folks. But no Holiday Road. Instead, we're going down the Beaver Highway. Right?
Nice beaver.
Thank you.
Dylan Beavers. He's actually been struggling lately, getting hits the past few games. He's been in the lineup. He's up to 94 at-bats now, closing in on 100 ABs. He is leading off tonight and playing in left field. Jordan Westberg will bat second and play second with Holiday out of the lineup. Gunnar Henderson will play shortstop and hit third. Tyler O'Neill, the cleanup hitter, in right field. Sammy Basayo gets a start at first base. I'm happy to see that. I think he needs another look or two there before the season's over. Basayo at first base tonight. He's batting fifth. Adley Rutschman catching for the second day in a row after his return from injury. He's hitting sixth. Ryan Mountcastle batting seventh and DHing. Colton Cowser hitting eighth and in center field. And Jeremiah Jackson has been relegated all the way down to batting ninth, and he's at third base. So on paper, it's a strong lineup, but if we're being honest, Tyler O'Neill should probably be hitting ninth. Jeremiah should probably be hitting not ninth. Cowser may be a candidate to hit ninth. It doesn't seem like this lineup really reflects the order of best hitters to worst. But I'm just happy to see Dylan Beavers in there. All right, Tyler Wells is making his warm-up pitches right now. We're about ready for baseball. Next to last home game of the season. Looks like another small crowd. They had 15,000 here last night. I would expect something similar tonight. I don't know what the Orioles have planned for their final home game tomorrow, if there's any sort of special ceremony or post-game concert fireworks or any of that stuff that might get us a bigger crowd out here. But for tonight, next to last home game, looking pretty thin out there. Tony Mansolino was able to annoy me again with some quotes he gave out to Orioles beat writer Rock Kabatko. Just statements that are incongruent. Okay, it's sort of, I don't want to say hypocritical, but they just don't line up. He talks about recognizing that a decision needs to be made about his future with the team, and apparently that there's been a date set to let Mansolino know what his future is, and that date is kept under wraps. But he's talking about, well, I think all I can do is just be honest and just, be honest about everything, and everything will be all right. He talks about honesty, and then what does he say down here? You know what? We'll get back to it. First pitch is about to get thrown here by Tyler Wells to Chandler Simpson. First pitch of the ball game is a strike. We are underway. All right, Charm City chat. Number one. What is going on tonight with the light count and everything else? Because things got weird last night, as you remember. Swing and a miss by Simpson. The count 0-2. He's batting .298 without a home run, 26 driven in. .02 pitch. That one's hit in the center. It's going to fall in front of Cowser for a base hit. Simpson's on with a leadoff single. And got to worry about his speed immediately. Defensively for Baltimore, Beavers in left, Cowser in center, O'Neill in right. It is Jackson at third, Jeremiah, Gunnar Henderson at short, Westberg at second, and Basayo at first. Adley behind the plate. Here's Brandon Lau. He's got a 30 home run season under his belt, hitting .257. He takes up and away for ball one. 81 RBI to go with those 30 home runs. Oh, yeah, let's try to get this scoreboard up. 1-0 is in there for a strike. Count even up at a ball and a strike. How's that looking? We good? 1-1 to Brandon Lau. I've got some soup over here I got to get to. Pitch. That's a strike. Lau was halfway through swinging, but it didn't matter. Definitely a strike. 1-2. One out, or no, nobody out. Runner at first. Here comes the 1-2. Wells holding a long time. He's going to throw to first base. Simpson is back. Is that the second check? How am I going to make room for this soup? I have to be careful as what? 1-2 to Lau. Popped up. Out of play, foul. We'll do it again. So, folks, if you don't mind, maybe keep an eye for me on the light count tonight. There goes Simpson. That ball is hit in the right. That ball is going to go up against the wall. Simpson is racing around third. Relay throw home is late. Simpson scores on a double to right by Brandon Lau. And two batters into Tyler Wells' night. The Rays have taken a 1-0 lead. 19th double of the season for Lau. Bad start for Tyler Wells. Folks, give me a little bit to call this off camera while I eat. It's just soup. Don't worry. I won't make too many chewing noises. Junior Caminero fouls a first pitch back. 1-0. 0-1, sorry, on Caminero. Where's my camera button? Where the hell are you? There we go. All right. 0-1 on Caminero, hitting .259. He's got a 40 home run season. That pitch is high, 1 ball and 1 strike. Janet. Look who's back, folks. Good to see you, Ms. Janet. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Just some wonton soup, folks. Don't worry. I'll scarf it down real quick. The 1-2 to Caminero. Hit in the air. Us should be the first out of the ball game. Cowser is coming in. He was playing deep. Makes the catch. Runner at second, not going anywhere. One down. 1-0 Rays in the top of the first. Josh Lowe, the right fielder, up to hit next. All right. Wells versus Josh Lowe. He's hitting .223. Shows bunt and brings the bat back as the pitch is up and in. Lowe with 11 homers and 40 RBI. Called a strike on a four-seamer at 94 miles an hour. 1-1 the count on Lowe. In the month of September, he's really scuffled, hitting just .147. Has struck out 27 times this month. Check swing. The pitch is high. They appeal. He didn't go. The count is 2-1. Two balls, one strike. Pitch. Bottom of the zone. Check swing. Tapper back to Wells. He'll go to first to get the second out. Brandon Lau moves from second base to third with two down. But we're one out away from getting out of this with just the one run on the board. Hopefully we can respond. Jake Mangum coming up to hit now. Big swing and a miss on a fastball to make it 0-1 to Mangum, which, coincidentally, my favorite style of prophylactic. Oh, that's Magnum? I'm sorry. Little temporary dyslexia. No big deal. Pitch fouled away. It's 0-2 on Mangum. Mangum. The 0-2 pitch. He will take one high. A fastball upstairs from Wells. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mangum, a pretty good hitter with 2 strikes. Tied for 9th in baseball with a .250 average. Excuse me. Swing and a miss. Wells gets him with the changeup. And Mangum strikes out.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
All right, not the best start. A leadoff single and then a double by Lau with Simpson running on the pitch, able to come all the way around to score. Had he not taken off on that pitch, we might have been able to get out of that inning. But, c'est la vie. We go to the bottom of the first. It's the Rays 1 and the Orioles are coming up. All right, folks, you know that it's a normal habit to bring up the like count and to ask you guys to please tap it for me if you don't mind, if you haven't done it already. But it's especially important tonight because last night something very odd happened, something quite peculiar. I did my best attempt to research what happened, why it happened. I've got some varying responses. Some of them are definitely not whatever it was that happened last night. But long story short, we reached about 100 likes last night, as we normally do at whatever stage of the ball game it was. It was rather early, I think. And then all those likes just started to erase themselves off the board one by one, gradually over the course of a couple of innings. And last night ended, I believe, on like 29 likes, which, funny enough, is the number I'm looking at right now. Well, it just went to 30. So what we need to do, everybody, please hit that like tonight. And then keep an eye on things. Let me know if you see that number going down. First pitch to Dylan Beavers is ball one, folks. Dylan Beavers leading off for the first time in his major league career.
Nice beaver.
Thank you.
Pops up the second pitch to shallow center. And get out of the way, shortstop. Simpson, the center fielder, makes the catch. One down. Beavers retired in his first leadoff appearance. It's Mangum in left, Simpson in center, Lowe and right, Caminero at third, Gray at short, Palacios at second, Seymour at first base, and Fiducia behind the plate. Jordan Westberg.
West is that way.
First pitch swinging. Westberg hits a ball to right. That ball's deep into the corner. That ball is going to be caught in the Bermuda Triangle, the hidden zone. That triangle down there in the right field corner of our ballpark where fielders go to disappear. That ball was caught in foul ground down there in that area for the second out. Tough break for Westberg. Ball caught out there by Josh Lowe. Here's Gunnar Henderson with two down, nobody on. And a knuckle curve from Shane Baz misses badly. The count is 1-0. Gunnar hitting .274, 16 homers, 67 RBI. At this point, will we have a single player to get as many as 70 RBI on the season? I mean, it's insane. It's insane. Gunnar has the best chance to get over 70, just 3 behind, but there's only 5 games left, and the pace he's been on, would make it pretty close. There's a ground ball off the first baseman, probably not his play to make. Ball hit between the first and second baseman. The first baseman, Seymour, was unable to secure it. It caromed away, and Gunnar's going to reach. That will be an error on the first baseman, Seymour. Got to make that play, dude. Bob Seymour. Just doesn't sound like an athlete name. I don't know. That sounds like a real estate agent to me. Tyler O'Neill.
Ahoy there! Anybody home?
Gunners at first with 2 down. O'Neill takes a curveball for a strike. Tyler O'Neill, the biggest free agent signing the Orioles made before this season, is sitting on an average of 193. And we just got picked off, but they throw the ball down the right field line. Gunnar was picked off. Instead, not only does he get to second base, he's all the way up to third. A huge gaffe there. And this Bob Seymour guy at first base, I don't know who's responsible, Baz or Seymour, on this pickoff move. Let's take a look. Gunnar was absolutely... Yeah, Seymour. Dude, why are you still on the bag? Gunnar is... That is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Bob Seymour. I made fun of you for not sounding like an athlete. You don't look like one either, dude. You don't need to keep your foot on the bag if the guy you're holding is already halfway to second base. Get your foot off the bag and grab that ball thrown your way. Are you nuts? Runner at third, 2 down. 1-1 pitch to Tyler O'Neill is fouled away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. What a goofball. I hope that comes back to bite the Rays. It's their second error of the inning. And are both on Seymour, or are they going to give that to Baz? They're probably going to give it to the pitcher. Swing and a miss. Tyler O'Neill strikes out to end the inning. Maybe we could just if we're going to have O'Neill and Cowser in the same lineup, just hit them back to back. That way we get both strikeouts out of the way and we just punt that inning. You have them perfectly separated in this lineup where one of them is going to come up every inning. Oh, God. All right. Where are we? Oh, am I not on camera? Hi, everybody. How are you? Just about done with the soup. Like 2 more bites. All right, 4 more bites. He needs to see more of the bench. That's not a sarcastic laugh. That's a genuine one. That's a solid pun right there, Bobo. Game frozen on Magnum condoms? What? Oh. All right. There we go. Well, what's this? What are we looking at now? Okay, there it goes. What happened here before the ball game? Somebody's getting some awards. Trying to see if I recognize anybody, and I don't. This must be a non-Oriole related. What is this? I don't know. Hey, folks, look at that skyline here in Baltimore right now. Look at those hues of purple and pink. Like something out of a Bob Ross painting, folks. All right, Palacios will lead off top of the second. He looks at a curveball from Tyler Wells, and a pretty good-looking curveball it is. 0-1. What's going on with the scoreboard now? What the hell? The 0-1 is high. 1 ball, 1 strike. What are you doing, scoreboard? Make up your mind. Why is there some lady wearing a wife beater in my scoreboard? There we go. 1-1 pitch is a changeup low and into Palacios. 2 balls and a strike. Folks, once again, I'm going to be reminding you guys more often than normal tonight. Please tolerate the requests. Don't be annoyed, but I have to monitor whatever it is that's going on with YouTube since yesterday. Please hit the like button for me if you haven't done so already. There's over 70 people here. Well, there was. Every time I bring up the number in the room, it immediately drops. I wonder if I'm being hacked. Here's a base hit in the right by Palacios. O'Neill, hurry up and get to it, dude. Man, O'Neill, bro, you've won 2 Gold Gloves. Are you serious? Palacio gets a double out of this. I'm not saying if O'Neill does everything right, it's still not a double. But, man, O'Neill just taking a bunch of little short steps. Like, get to that ball and pick it up. I feel like an extra second was wasted futzing around there, picking up the baseball, and that was the difference. It's a leadoff double for Palacios. Here's Tristan Gray, shortstop batting from the left-hand side. The first pitch to Gray is right in there, a fastball for a strike. 221 average for Gray, 3 homers, 8 runs batted in. I would imagine only a fraction of a full season's worth of at-bats. That's a pop-up behind second base. Gunner on the outfield grass makes the catch. That's the first out. Good first out after a leadoff double. Keeps that runner right there. Hunter Fiducia. Another guy who hasn't played much, you would think, based on the numbers. 160 average, no homers, 7 RBI. He looks at a curveball. Nice one from Wells. That one hit the top of the zone on the inside edge. That is not a spot you're normally looking for as a hitter for a breaking ball. But you got to be careful. If you hang it a little bit more toward the middle, it could be a disaster. Swing and a miss on a changeup low and away. It's 0-2. Nice couple of pitches to start this at bat from Wells. Curveball up and in, changeup low and away. 0-2. Nope, he's going to turn around and look the runner back to second. Hey there, Joel. How you doing? Oh, I forgot. I forgot to go down the list and say hi to everybody. Let's do that here after this inning ends. This ball's hit way high in the air down the right field line and foul. Lands about 15 feet to the foul side of the right field foul pole. Okay, the Orioles scout of the year, Jim Russo. Man, he looks like a mean guy. 0-2 pitch outside to Fiducia. Chat keeps locking up. How so, Janet? I'm not sure what locking up even means. There goes the runner down to third. The throw is not in time. Palacio steals third base with only 1 out in the inning. So now the Rays have a bunch of different ways to get this runner in without the benefit of a hit. Only the 3rd steal of the season for Palacios. The infield is playing in. 2-2 the count on Fiducia. Pitch, check swing, foul. Still 2-2. Fiduciary spending. Oh my. Just as I was praising one pun earlier, and now pop foul again by Fiducia. The count is 2-2. I'm just having fun with you, Joel. That's solid. That's solid. Nope, you got the opposite, man. You were too confident. That was the issue. I could tell by the way it was written that you thought that was gonna crush. And then I'm like, I can't let him have his moment. What am I? A nice guy? 2-2 on Fiducia. 1 out, runner at third. The pitch. Curveball in the dirt. Full count. You didn't get the laugh, Joel, but you'll have the last laugh. You'll have the last laugh. I promise. I know. Just keep on. Practice makes perfect. No, it was solid, dude. I could have given him more credit. Oh God, that ball's hit hard. Right field. O'Neill can't get to it. It's off the wall. Runner at third can walk home. It's 2-0 Rays on a double by Hunter Fiducia. Really? 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 We're getting our asses handed to us by Hunter Fiducia, which, by the way, that does sound like a baseball name. I'll give him that. Now, the guy coming up now, I will not tolerate keeping this rally going. Bob Seymour. First pitch is way high from Wells. Come on, man. I can't figure Wells out tonight. I mean, obviously he's struggling. He's given up a run in each of the first 2 innings, only 1 out in the second, but he's also throwing some nice-looking pitches tonight. Hit the spots that you can tell he's trying to reach for. Not that time. Curveball stays up. It's 2-0 on Seymour. So, yeah, it's more bad than good right now for Wells. And he's fallen behind the number 9 batter, 2-0. That's a nice changeup. Had some late tailing action to come back over the inside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. Wells has made 6 starts in his career against Tampa and has not had success. 0-3 with an ERA just under 6. Popped up. Bob Seymour is going to make the second out with a pop-up to Jeremiah Jackson. The third baseman on the outfield grass makes the catch. 2 down. This second inning feels almost like a replay of the first, with the way the first batter gone on. The next guy hit a double. Other guy comes in to score. Next guy pops out. A very similar inning to the first. Here's Chandler Simpson, who started the first inning with a base hit and scored. And looks at strike 1 here. Simpson with that hit. Well, with runners in scoring position, he's batting .301 on the season. And just on the season in general, he's hitting .300. So that's the kind of guy you want in the top of your lineup. He's got speed. He can hit in general with a .300 average. And then even with runners in scoring position, you don't get any drop off. Consistency. 0-2 on Simpson. Let's get out of this inning. Inside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wells is up to 44 pitches. He's going to need a 1 or 2 innings of 9, 10, 11 pitches. Try to get this pitch count back in order. There's a swing and a miss. A strikeout to end the inning. Wells gives up his second run in as many innings. He's given up 2 runs on 4 hits through the first 2 innings. He had only given up 11 hits in his first 17 innings plus coming into tonight's start. Basically giving up a hit every other inning. Well, he's giving up on average 2 per inning so far tonight. So Wells is struggling, but it hasn't been a big inning. Just 1 run in the first, 1 run in the second, and we got a long way to go. Bottom of the second coming up, 2-0 Rays. All right, what else is there going on? What is going on here? I should probably go into Rock Kabatko's Twitter feed. Is there anything worth mentioning? See, Jackson Holliday not in the lineup because his knee flared up, and the Orioles are being careful. A flared-up knee. Oh, I love this. Orioles on Masson put out an article today that you can read. The tweet that is promoting the articles reads, from Jackson Holliday's team-leading 17 home runs to Keegan Aiken's closing role, Rock Kabatko breaks down some of the biggest surprises of the season. Are we really trying to characterize this as something positive? Big surprises? Oh, what a lovely surprise. Our biggest home run hitter has 17 with 5 games to go. We had 2 40-homer hitters in this lineup last year. And in 2024, I'm going to say we had like 6 or 7 guys hit 20. Our top home run hitter has 17. That's supposed to be a big surprise. Yeah, it's a big surprise, but not in a way that you're suggesting. And then Keegan Aiken's closing role? Again, yeah, that's surprising. Don't think anybody had him closing on their bingo card. But why are you presenting it as something like... You just have to see this because there's a photo of Holliday. Hey, Sammy Basayo on an 0-1 pitch, ground ball up the middle. Shortstop Tristan Gray fields it and throws Sammy out, 1 down in the bottom of the second. Let me just show you the photo of this real quick because, again, it's all about the presentation, okay, folks? This is the photo attached to this story that I'm looking at right now, okay? Where is it? Right there. Just a big old smile on Holliday's face as if like it's the biggest surprises of the season, folks. Holliday's leading the team in homers. Aiken's closing. Read more about all the season filled with surprises. Are you really trying to spin this as something positive? Here's a comebacker by Rutschman to the pitcher. Baz will underhand flip to the first baseman for the second out. Rutschman retired quickly and quietly. 2 down, nobody on for the Orioles in the bottom of the second. I mean, just look at that. Really? Are you really trying to spin this into something positive? You got to be out of your mind. All right. Mountcastle at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. He looks at a strike. Mountcastle's DHing tonight, allowing Basayo a chance to get some reps at first base. Mounty's hitting .252, 6 homers, 33 RBI. Mayo not in the lineup at all tonight. But he's been playing mostly every day. So probably good start. He's been hitting well lately, though. Kind of wanted to see him in the lineup. The 1-1 to Mountie. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Okay, mount up. Okay, mount up.
Yeah, read more surprising stories. Read about this surprise that was Carson Ragsdale. Here's a foul ball off to the right by Mountcastle. Still a ball and 2 strikes. More surprises. Dean Kramer leads your pitching staff in innings pitched. Dean Kramer, ace of the staff. Here is a foul ball off to the right. Now, obviously, Trevor Rogers was the real surprise. That should be the only one worth talking about. I mean, Jeremiah Jackson, nice surprise, I'd say. Although I do question whether or not it's just a nice run. Is he going to be able to hang in the bigs for an extended a period of time? I don't know. Swing and a miss. Mountcastle strikes out, and that'll end the second inning. The Orioles don't have a hit yet. We go to the third. Tampa lead at 2-0. Yep. That ends Mayo's run at Cal's consecutive game streak tonight. But here's the good news. He's young enough to still start a new streak and get there by the time he's 36, I think. Somewhere in there. Let's see here. What was it Mancelino said? Mancelino's talking about, I think it's really important to be transparent about everything, he says. But then he gives you this, like, two-faced answer here. Beyond experiencing the pain of a losing season after back-to-back playoff experiences, Mancelino wants his team to grow through the adversity. Players aren't entitled. That isn't how they're reacting. Quote, I hope these guys are pissed off, and I hope they're hungry, and I know that they are, he said. Well, first of all, I just hate how he talks. I hope that they're pissed off, I hope that they're hungry, and I know that they are. If you know that they are, then there's no hoping. You know it. You just say, I know these guys are pissed off. I know they're hungry. It's like he's making shit up as he talks every time. I hope these guys are pissed off, and I hope they're hungry, and I know that they are. Which is it? One is speculation. The other is like a cold, hard statement of fact. You can't have both. I hope this has been very eye-opening for them, what it takes to win at this level and how slim the margins are and their preparation that needs to go into it. Not that the preparation has been bad, but I think kind of taking stock in where we're at and how we got here, we can certainly improve whatever we've done to this point. Tony, you can't just say what went wrong here? I mean, you say they got to understand the preparation that needs to go into winning. And then you say, well, the preparation isn't necessarily bad. Oh, my goodness. Brandon Lau, first pitch he gets in the top of the third, a line drive shot onto the flag court for a home run. Tyler Wells is not having a good start. First three starts, fantastic. Start 4, his final start this season, has been not too good. That ball was hit on a line, a 107.6 off the bat. The only question was, would it be high enough to get onto the court? And it was. 3-0 Tampa. Caminero looks at a pitch high for ball 1. So Wells, 3 innings, a run given up in each, and this inning just getting started. Phantom says he sounds like he's trying to say phrases that he thinks will help him in his meeting to try and stay on the team. But earlier in this same article, he says, well, when I have to face, the guys deciding my future, I think it's important to just be honest and tell the truth and be transparent. And I'm like, you're none of those things. I sit here and I read your quotes and they don't even line up with each other. It's such double speak. That's not having convictions. That's not being transparent. That's the exact opposite. Here's a little blooper. It's going to fall in right center field. Man, oh man, Tyler Wells is having a nightmare right now. That ball not hit hard at all, but it finds some real estate between Cowser and O'Neill in right center. There's still nobody out in the inning. Another base hit for the Rays. Cowser appeared to break back initially on that ball, and that might have cost him. All right, well, here's Josh Lowe. First pitch is a fastball a little bit outside. So, yeah, I mean, Mansolino just... You can't have it both ways, dude. Oh, I'm a guy that'll tell you like it is, and then proceeds to give you an answer that... He says something like, my boys need to know that preparation matters for these slim margins, and then immediately says, not that the preparation has been bad. Well, then what has been bad? Well, then what has been bad, Tony? Clearly something has been bad. But I think kind of taking stock and where we're at and how we got here. Well, tell us, how did you get here? How did you get here? What went wrong? Tell us. You're taking stock. Let us know. 2-1 the count on Josh Lowe. Popped up. This should be playable. Jackson, standing next to the third base bag, makes the catch. It's the first out here in the top of the third. Folks, do you feel me? I'm going to create a poll. And again, polls are probably pointless, but if you guys were answering me honestly, am I being too harsh on Tony Mansolino? Like, am I just like, you tell me, man. You tell me. There's the poll. We got an 0-1 count on Jake Mangum. I mean, I just want to say this. In Tony's defense, he was thrown into this. And, you know, it's an opportunity for him. If this is what he wants to do, if he wants to be a major league manager, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. But, yeah, I don't think any team... Well, I have to take that back. I do think there's some owners out there that want a Mansolino type as a manager. I don't. I want a guy that questions what the front office says. I want there to be some... I think it's healthy for a manager and a GM to have a bit of a back and forth. There goes the runner, popped up by Mangum. Out of play. Runner will go back to first. 1 out, runner at first. A run in for Tampa. They lead it 3-0 in the top of the third. Wells is closing in on 60 pitches. He's only recorded 7 outs in the ball game. Yeah, I don't see how Tony is first of all, the Orioles have to know that at some point you have to appease the fans. And show me somebody out there that says, I want Tony back as the manager next season. Show me one Oriole fan that thinks that. I don't think they exist. So if you were to not bring in somebody new and stick with Mansolino, you may as well just go ahead and take 20% off the year's ticket sales, because people are going to just turn their backs on you. You better go out there and get somebody. Palacios is at the plate, and he fouls a pitch back. 2 down, runner at first. Did I even mention how that last out got made? I might not have. I apologize. I got a lot on my mind. Mangum struck out, and I missed it.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
So 2 down, runner at first. The count now, a ball and a strike on Palacios. He hit a double his first time up. Little bit outside. Looks like it caught that edge. That would be an ABS call for next season, I believe. I'd love to see, because that, yeah, as long as you're touching any part of that line, that's a strike. 2-1. Low for ball 3. Honestly, I think Tony's a good manager, better than Brandon, but we all have our opinions and are entitled to our opinions. And fair enough, Dragon. Fair enough. So you're okay with Tony back next year? I mean, again, like, I can recognize Mansolino has, come in with what has been a winning record, just barely, like, 3 games over 500? Managing about 105 games, something like that? 53 and 52, 54 and 51, something like that. Line drive over the head of Gunner, base hit. Cowser goes to third to throw just a bit late. Nice try by Cowser to get the lead runner going to third base with 2 down. Nearly got the third out there, but just a bit late. But a good, accurate throw. But Tampa is continuing to put the pressure on here on Tyler Wells. This inning continues with runners at first and third and 2 down. There's no right and wrong answer to an opinion. Yeah, I mean, look, the opinion comes down to, do you think this manager should continue to manage? That is definitely an opinion. But if I present some evidence as to reasons why I think Mansolino is not fit to manage, evidence going back to decisions that were made, evidence in some of the quotes that he's made, circumstantial evidence, like, I've got receipts to show. It's not just a blind, like, I just don't think he's right for the team. No, I've got receipts. That's my thing. Evidence is like dead horse already dead. I don't know that expression. I know about beating a dead horse. Is that kind of what you mean? Tristan Gray fouls one off to the right. 2 down. Runners at the corners. All right, Mr. Eye Roll. Just because you want to reinvent a phrase that everybody knows by turning into a Yoda expression, and I had to clarify what you meant. Don't get mad at me if your attempt at rephrasing a already popular phrase failed. Get mad at me. Pop-up going to end the inning here. That's it here in the top of the third. Tristan Gray pops out to shortstop. The Rays get another run. They've scored in every inning. They've got 7 hits off Tyler Wells through 3. That's a lot of hits. It's definitely not his night. He's thrown 67 pitches. And I don't think he's going to get past 5 innings tonight. That wasn't that funny. All right. Something not being that funny, way different than something not being funny at all. I can take not that funny because that implies there is a shred of humor in there somewhere. So, works for me. All right. George says we're at 53 on the likes. We've got nearly 100 people hanging out here tonight. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to the BirdWatcher Channel. Do think about subscribing. Our season is winding down, but guess what? I do plan on calling playoff games in the postseason. Not the Orioles, obviously, but those should be fun. as well as some gaming content in the offseason. MLB The Show. We're gonna take over the Orioles ourselves. Guide this team back to glory. Yeah, Ryan Flaherty is a name that shows up. Skip Schumacher is a name that shows up. David Ross is a name that shows up. Honestly, none of those three names really make me go, yes, that's the guy, yes. But I'll be honest, I can't sit here and pretend like I know all of the inner workings of every potential manager candidate out there and like whether or not they would be right for us. Yeah, Buck Britton, if you're talking internally, I don't think they're going to do it though. I really do think what you need right now is a maverick manager because, again, what's broken with this team right now isn't the roster and the talent. It's the direction and the leadership. You need somebody in here who's going to run this damn team. You feel me, folks? That's what I want. Somebody who's going to run this team. Like, this is my team. I hate to bring up the name Earl Weaver all the time, but it doesn't have to be Earl Weaver, but that kind of mentality. Like, you take care of roster moves and whatever. On the field, first pitch to last pitch, in the clubhouse, this is my team. I call the shots. I say who hits where in the lineup. I don't care if somebody's dad would prefer that their son hit leadoff. Doesn't matter to me. Colton Cowser's leading off the bottom of the third, folks. And he's got a full count right now. We are down 3-0. Cowser hitting .202. The payoff pitch is high for ball 4. We got a leadoff man. Folks.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Honestly, we need somebody who interviews with the Orioles front office, somebody that says the things the front office wants to hear, but in the back of their mind, they're like, you know what? I know what's best for this team, and I'm going to execute it. There goes the runner. Throw down is late, and Colton Cowser continues his perfect base running record this season. 14 for 14 for Colton Cowser. All right. The Orioles are getting in shape here to at least get one run back after a leadoff single and a stolen base. Keep that foot on the bag, Cowser. Keep that foot on the bag. He does. Okay. All right. Jeremiah Jackson with a 1-0 count.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed. A cutter, top of the zone. Yeah, give me a manager that, I mean, folks, not that using the Yankees as an example is always something Oriole fans like to hear, but you know a couple of guys who really couldn't stand each other back in the day? Billy Martin and George Steinbrenner. They hated each other. Steinbrenner fired him like at least twice, maybe 3 times, brought him back again. But the Yankees had some really good teams in those Billy Martin years, didn't they? It's okay to have a clash of ideas and stuff, I think. I think it can be healthy. If everybody's just constantly agreeing with each other and there isn't a difference in point of view, that's how you can wind up with this tunnel vision. And if you're not thinking in the right way, then you're destined to go, go in the wrong direction. So it's good. It's good to have, a little bit of drama between these heads that are trying to work together. What's going on right now? I thought I heard the crowd make a lot of noise. There's a pitching. Oh, Jeremiah just reached base. Yeah, you could say Davy Johnson and Angelos, of all the managers with Angelos in charge, Jeremiah walked. Thank you, Chilo. Jeremiah walked, folks. So is that back-to-back walks?
I'm walking here.
Back-to-back walks given up here by Shane Baz. 2 on, nobody out. The tying run coming up, folks. Show me your Beavers.
Nice beaver.
Thank you.
All right. Forget about everything for now. I want to see Beavers deliver. Baz turns around, throws to second. Kowser's back standing. Bugle time. All right, Dragon Noise. Give me a sec. Pitch. That ball's hit into right center field. That ball is going to be caught out there by Josh Lowe. And the only thing we can get out of this is one base runner advancing from second to third. Lowe and Simpson nearly colliding in right center field. The right fielder comes down with the baseball. And that is the first out of the inning. We do get a runner up to third base. First and third, 1 out. All right. What is going on now? Here is Jordan Westberg, folks. First pitch to him on the outside edge, a cutter for strike 1. West is which way, Charm City?
West is that way.
Which way?
West is that way.
All right, if you say so. I'll take your word for it. Trying to get this scoreboard up, folks. That's a ball hit up the middle. The second baseman steps on the bag, throws to first. That's a double play, and the runner at third will not score. Rally killer.
Big buck, stop it all.
As soon as I unfreeze everything, it's the worst outcome of the night. Who told me to unfreeze? We were fine. We were on the doorstep. We were riding the crest of a high and beautiful wave. And now, less than 5 minutes later, you can go out on a steep hill in Las Vegas and look west. And with the right kind of eyes, you can almost see the high water mark. That place where the wave finally broke and rolled back. Chilo with the update. Thank you, Chilo. All right. Here is the goal. Back with the bass. The jam's alive in effect, and I don't waste time. On the mic with a dope rhyme. Jump to the rhythm, jump, jump to the rhythm, jump. Let me see you move. Left to the right, move. Watch me all night. Come on, let's sweat. Baby, let the music take control. Let the rhythm move you. Sweat. Sweat. Let the music take control. Let the rhythm move you. Everybody dance now. Everybody dance now. All right, folks, where else do you get a Hunter S. Thompson impression and CNC Music Factory all in one commercial break? Come on. Hunter Fiducia takes high for ball one. It is 1-0 on Fiducia. Things that make you go, That's where they lost me. Everybody dance now? Sure. That's a banger. Things that make you go, might be the stupidest idea for a song ever. That pitch is fouled away. Where are we at and what are we doing? 2 balls, 1 strike. Tyler Wells trying to pitch an inning without giving up a run for the first time tonight. Fiducia 1 for 1. That is high. 3-1 on Fiducia. That ball's crushed. If it's fair, it's trouble. It's down the right field corner. That ball is a foul ball by a foot, maybe. Just to the right of the foul pole on the flag court. Oh, you know what? It did. Never mind. I thought that was above. It hit off that rolling gate in the corner down there. It was close to being at least an extra base hit. Whatever. Full count. Am I behind? That is ball 4. Fiducia with a leadoff walk. And I was a bit behind. So here's Seymour. First pitch to him is fouled straight back. Bob Seymour. Things that make you go zoiks. Things that make you go zoiks. It's the things that make you go zoiks, 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 yeah. Things that make you go zoiks. Things that make you go zoiks. Like things that make you go zoiks. It's those things that make you go zoiks. All right, we got an 0-2 count on Seymour. Runner at first, nobody out. Pitch. Catcher sets up outside. Wells hits the mitt, but it's off the plate for ball 1. Oh, don't feel sorry for this team, CJ. Seems no chance at all. Well, it doesn't seem. There is no chance at all. There's 5 games left in the season. We're not going anywhere. It's over. There's no chance, literally. Seymour strikes out.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
I think it's time to switch to indoor mode here. So I can look a little more human again. There we go. I just showed my dog your stream, and he doesn't care. Unfortunately, he's too busy with his bone. Well, he's listening. I know he's listening. What's your dog's name? Chandler Simpson's 1 for 2, singled and scored in the first. 1 out, runner at first. Pitch to from Wells. This is a double play ball. Westberg flips to Gunner, over to first, in time, a 4-6-3 twin killing. All right, speaking of early 90s hip-hop, double play, rally killer. And for the first time tonight, Tyler Wells pitches an inning without giving up a run. It's called progress, folks. I know that's a concept in America these days that might be lost on people, but yes, there's this thing called progress. And Tyler Wells just gave us an example, right? All right. So your dog's name is Brooks. Hey, Brooksy. Brooks. Who's that? Who's that at the door, Brooks? Who's that at the door, Brooks? Go get him, Brooks. Brooks. Brooksy. Brooks. Come here, Brooks. Who's that, Brooks? You want to go somewhere, Brooks? You want to go for a ride? Brooks? You want to go for a ride? Brooks. Come on, Brooks. Is it working? Is any of this working, Dragon Noise? Is your dog going crazy yet? You want a treat, Brooks? You want a treat? Brooks.
Bacon! Where's the bacon? I smell bacon! Bacon! Gotta be bacon! Only one thing smells like bacon! That's bacon! Bacon! There! From that bag! What's it say? I can't read! Please! Give me what's in the bag! Chewy, yummy, smoky bacon!
There you go.
Oh boy! No! It's bacon!
No, it's Bacon Strips, brand dog snack from Purina. Bacon Strips. Dogs don't know it's not bacon.
It's bacon!
Squeaky toy sound? Well, this is the closest I've got for that. Who's at the door? Who's at the door, Brooks? Who's that? Who's at the door? Somebody's at the door. Brooks. Who's that, Brooks? Who's that? Brooks. Ding dong. I'm just trying to manipulate your dog from 12 time zones away. Gunnar Henderson is at the plate. He's got an 0-2 count leading off the top of the fourth. Shane Baz's 0-2 pitch is upstairs. 99 on a fastball. Now, hey, why don't you tell him to go visit old Mother Hubbard? She went to the cupboard to get your old dog a bone. She bent over. Brooks took over. Oh! She got a bone of her own. Gunnar with the body language slump before his swing is even over. Before his swing is even over, his body just starts to collapse. Gunnar, enough. You got like 15 years of baseball left to play. You want to do this for the next 15 years, man? Do you want the reputation for being the most sulkiest hitter in the history of baseball? Because that's the path you're on right now, dude. Buck up, man. It's not telling me anything. Somebody said, well, it shows Gunnar cares. I know plenty of baseball players that care, that don't throw a fit every damn time they make an out. We got a Baltimore chick dressed up like a hot dog, and I got to admit, folks, I'm a little bit turned on.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
Tyler O'Neill at the plate, swing and a miss. The count is 1-2. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the fourth. The Orioles so far playing a game that isn't very fun to watch, unless you're watching it with me. Folks, I can't imagine watching this game just with Masson coverage. We'd probably fall asleep already. There's a fastball high to O'Neill. The count is 2-2. Here's a nice looking lady. Here's a guy I look like I could have a beer with. Off the plate, full count to O'Neill. Shane Baz getting it up there at triple digits with the fastball, 99 or 100. Payoff pitch to Popeye. Taking a curveball inside ball 4. I can't believe Baz went with a curveball there. Honestly, just any fastball on any corner, you're probably getting O'Neill, but we'll take it, folks. That is a 1-out walk.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Baz has given up now 3 walks, but no hits. Need a hit. Here's Sammy Basayo. Basayo playing first base tonight. Fouls the first pitch back. Slammin' Sammy. Get a bugle from me. Come on, we need something here. Oh, boy. Change up, a nasty one from Baz. As the ball just seemed to have a magnet. Not the side of the magnet that attracts something, but repels it. The 0-2 is low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. O'Neill is on at first base. Baltimore has had base runners in most of the innings so far, I feel. Well, we've only had the 3 walks. Maybe not. That pitch is behind Fiducia. Runner at first does not advance. And Basayo strikes out on that pitch. Hold on. I need to see this again. I did not get a good look at this swing here. Basayo tries to check his swing, and I guess the home plate umpiring him up. He did swing. Basayo strikes out. 2 down in the inning. Pitching coach out to talk to Shane Baz with Adley Rutschman due up next. Adley is looking for his first hit since coming back. An 0 for last night and 0 for 1 so far tonight. Maybe I can squeeze in these out-of-town scores. Detroit and Cleveland, huge game. They are tied at 0-0 in the top of the 3rd. Going into the bottom of the 5th, Pirates 1-0 on Cincinnati. The Reds really need to win there to try to keep pace or catch up to the Mets for that final wildcard spot in the National League. Phillies have a 3-1 lead on the Marlins. White Sox up 1-0 on the Mets. Boston up 3-0 on Toronto. Rutschman hits a ball to right center field. Josh Lowe will jog out toward the alleyway and make the catch to end the inning. The Orioles have no hits through 4. And meanwhile, the Rays had an arm up in their bullpen. Baz may not be going long tonight, despite the no-hitter through 4. On to the 5th inning, it's 3-0 Tampa. So, yeah, Boston's up 3-0 on the Blue Jays, top of the 3rd. Couple of finals from earlier. Nationals 4, Braves 3, and the Brewers defeated the Padres 3-1. Last night, the Padres, I believe, clinched the playoff spot. Maybe it was the night before, but last night, both Ryan O'Hearn and Ramon Laureano hit home runs. O'Hearn's was a grand slam in the first inning, and I think Laureano hit a walk-off homer to end it last night. Games that are coming up here shortly. The Twins and Rangers will play each other. The Cubs and Mets in a big one, starting at 7:05 or 8:05, excuse me, Eastern Time. Half hour after that, Royals and Angels, Rockies and Mariners, Dodgers and Diamondbacks, and then Cardinals and Giants. 10:05 p.m., final game of the night, Astros and Athletics. Tyler Wells' day is over. 4 innings, 79 pitches. Dietrich Enns is making his way into the ballgame, folks. So a short night for Wells. It might also be a short night for Baz. And Baz has thrown 30 less pitches, but for whatever reason, somebody was up in their pen earlier. Edwin Uceta, I believe. But yeah, the Orioles, nothing but zeros on the board here. And now their starter is out of the game. Dietrich Enns making his 24th appearance on the season. 4.26 ERA in 44 1/3 innings. We're going to ask him to go a couple of innings, I think. Brandon Lau will lead it off, and he will swing and miss at the first pitch. So Wells' 4th and final start after his return from Tommy John. Not a good one. The first 3 were fantastic. This one was a bit of a setback, but I think when you add all 4 starts together, it's a pretty positive showing for Wells' return. Here's a pop-up, shallow left. Beavers coming in to make the catch, and that'll retire. Was that Brandon Lau or Josh Lowe? I can't stand. I don't know them by number. So 4 innings, 7 hits. Oh, that was Brandon Lau. Here's Junior Caminero with 1 down. Fouls off the first pitch. 4 runs, 7 hits, and a walk. 4 strikeouts, 3 earned runs in 4 innings for Tyler Wells. His ERA will end on the season at 2.91 in 4 starts. Not too shabby. 0-1 to Caminero is up and in. One ball, 1 strike. Changeup stays off the plate. 2-1. Folks, let's keep those like counts going up. We're trying to see if last night was just a strange, one-off, weird thing or if something else is going on around here. Popped up by Caminero on the infield. Jackson wanted it first, but Gunnar is going to take charge and make this catch probably in front of the pitching mound by the time he gets there. 2 out in the inning. 2026 rotation options. Trevor Rogers, Kyle Bradish, Grayson Rodriguez, Dean Kramer, Tyler Wells, Cade Povich, Brandon Young, Albert Suarez, and then some prospects. Gibson, Forrett, Watts Brown. None of those guys are going to be ready. And I can't count Grayson. Brandon Young, no. Cade Povich, I think, makes sense as a guy that is like the first guy out of the rotation. Called up the first time somebody goes down. Give him another look. I don't buy that as being our options. I mean, they're players we have. I don't know about rotation options. Swing and a miss. In, strikes out loud to end the inning. Or low. Damn it.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Ends retired low to start the inning retired Lau to start the inning and got low on a strikeout to end the inning. I can't stand these 2 guys with the same name pronounced different. It's driving me nuts. I'm glad I'm not a Rays play-by-play guy. I just have to call them Brandon and Josh. Forget the last name, right? All right. Can we get a hit? This game is half over. It would be nice to get a hit. Stay tuned and find out.
Chesapeake Bay when Monday the Monster...
All right. You can like it. Into shape. Shape it up. Get straight. Go forward. Move ahead. Try to detect it. It's not too late to like it. Like it good. Oh, we got a rowdy Baltimore lady making noise in the crowd right now. She demands 3 beers. So the Rays are going to the pen. That's it for Shane Baz. Despite only throwing 49 pitches and not giving up a hit, he can't go one more inning to qualify for a win? I don't know what the deal is, but that's it for Baz. I don't think any of us are going to complain. Uceta, a right-hander, is on, and Mountcastle's at the plate. A 1-0 pitch is fouled straight back. It's 1-1 on Mountie.
Okay, mount up.
Judge Smudge. Hard hit ground ball on the left side, foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. All right, so the poll is showing that, 2/3 of you saying I'm not being too harsh, but 1/3 of you do. This ball's hit to left. Going to be caught out there for the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Mountcastle flies out to left. Mangum with the catch. So there you go. Yeah. Colton Cowser looks at one low. Cowser drew a walk his first time up. Next pitch is foul back. 1 ball, 1 strike. On your ticker, it says stream starts at 12:50 M. Oh, so it's missing a P? Okay. Whoops. All right, crisis averted. Thanks. 2-1 the count on Cowser. Opponent's only hitting 155 off of Uceta's fastball. Cowser fouls this one off the left side. It's 2-2. Yeah, it was just a typo there. No big deal. All right, a mom and her 2 kids having fun with their cow hats. Let's hope they provide some good luck. 2-2 to Cowser. Foul back. We'll do it again. Nerd Wallet. Folks, this segment of tonight's game on Masson brought to you by Nerd Wallet. Pitch is low. Full count on the milkman, folks. 1 walk already tonight. Payoff pitch. Taken for a called strike 3. Good God, man. That was a straight pitch. You got to at least foul that off if it's not what you want. You can't be looking at a pitch like that. Cowser, come on, man. Jeremiah, 2 down. He walked his first time up. Still looking for a hit. Swing and a miss on a changeup in under the hands of Jackson. It's 0-1. That is low and away. I mean, the only reason I bring up being hard on him is that I do recognize that it's not like he has a track record of being a successful major league manager and like we went and like said, we want to bring you in and take over the Orioles. No, this was a situation of we need a fall guy for this terrible start. I think the best move is to fire the manager. We don't really have anybody lined up. Who's the best available option? They thought it was Mansolino. Nobody expected for us to be, playing .320% winning baseball 50 games into the season. So, look, I understand Tony was thrown into a situation he might be in over his head. So I don't sit here and, begrudge Tony Mansolino. It ain't like that, It's the same thing when somebody's telling me, like, BW, we want you to call football games. I already know I'm not fit to do that. I would be the Tony Mansolino of football play-by-play. You want the Earl Weaver, don't you? This is my lane. Right? I don't know if Tony was put into a lane that maybe ain't his lane. No, I'm not the manager. I'm just a schmuck on the other side of the planet, smoking Luckies and that. Did he go around? The umpire rings him up. Jeremiah apparently swung at that 2-strike pitch and down he goes. 5 innings complete without a hit. Last night the Rays had no offense. Tonight it's us. We head to the 6th inning, down 3-0. I think that's important, right, Dingleberry? I mean, don't you wish more people just kind of understood, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, and just focus on doing well with what you do well with? I'm sure if I started up a channel for football that it would get some kind of an audience or whatever. But I would sit there knowing that there's another YouTuber out there calling this game better than me. And when it comes to calling Oriole games, I don't have that feeling. You can call it cockiness, you can call it delusion or whatever, but I honestly feel like there ain't anybody out there that's going to start a YouTube channel and cover the Orioles as well as I do. But I can only say that about the Orioles, nothing else. So that's what I mean. This is my lane. This is where I belong. Right here. There's only one other thing where I could do something where I'm like, I know what I'm talking about, and that's Tetris. But I just don't see making a channel all about Tetris working out for me. So it's the Orioles. Those are my 2 areas of expertise. Orioles baseball and Tetris. And don't you dare try to tell me that you can do better than me at Tetris, because I'll take you on. I'll prove it to you. Okay, don't mess around. Jake Mangum, he has struck out both times up tonight. First pitch to him in the top of the 6th is ball 1 from Dietrich Enns. Next pitch is popped up and out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, well, thank you, Ms. Janet. I do appreciate it. But I'm an outsider. I'm not. It's never happening. I mean, just play by play. If somebody, like some executive of some broadcast company, for some reason just found my channel, tuned in, and saw what I did, they'd be like, this guy, when he's focusing on the game and calling it, not a bad job. Decent voice. Here's a ground ball to short. Gunner will charge, throw on the run, and make the play 1 down. First out in the top of the 6th. But those same people that might be looking around for voice talent, play-by-play guy, they would also maybe sit in on a game I do and listen to me talk about, just name some random topic, breakfast cereal for 10 minutes. And they're like, what is this guy doing? This guy has no business being in a booth. So, again, my lane. I think I'm in it right now. Richie Palacios has a count of 1-0. He's 2 for 2 tonight. A single, a double, a stolen base, and a run scored. That's a busy night. Through 2 at-bats for Palacios. He's got a count of 2-0. Earthquake martial law. What's that, Mac? Swing and a miss. There was a giant sinkhole that happened in Bangkok yesterday. It was all over the place. I could not go anywhere on social media and not see footage of this giant city block that just sunk 20 feet below ground. Line drive, base hit, center field. Palacios is now 3 for 3. Can't get this guy out tonight. A leadoff single, a 1-out single in the top of the 6th. I am on the Gulf of Thailand, Mac. Couple of miles in from the water. We did have an earthquake in the area in Myanmar, one country over, about 2 or 3 months back, folks? Remember that? The earthquake we had out here? Here's a ball hit to right by Gray, and that ball is off the out-of-town scoreboard. Tyler O'Neill, pick up the ball. Here comes the throw home. That ball is going to be late. And the safe call given twice. Now, wait a minute. If he called him safe, and then Palacios went back to touch the base thinking maybe he didn't do it, and then the ump says safe again, then what's with the original safe call? All right, Wells makes an absolute meal out of this ball off. I mean, just one extra touch, but that might have been the difference there. Tristan Gray with an RBI double. It makes it 4-0 Rays. Fiducia fouls off the first pitch he sees. Westberg's looks like a phantom tag by Rutschman. So, 4-0. Fiducia has a 0-2 count. Runner at second, 1 away. Hey, it's been a while since I got the "why do I live in Thailand" question. Instead of the USA, as Enns strikes out Fiducia for the second out of the inning. Dragon Noise, I can't go into a whole lot of detail, but you tell me. I've been living now, guess what, folks? This week marks the 10-year anniversary of the first time I stepped foot in the country of Thailand. 10 years ago this week, it was part of one of those midlife crisis travel experiences that started in Europe, wound up in Thailand. I thought I'd be here for a month. 1-0 pitch to Bob Seymour is up and in. It's 2-0. Got a 30-day travel visa. Thought I'd be here a month. About 10 days into being here, I said, is there any way for me to stay longer? Went to an agent, found out I could get a 90-day visa, and I got that. I stayed here for 3 months. And then I went back to the States, like in, February of 2016, right? Within 10 days of returning back to the States, I had made up my mind that I prefer living out here. It took me about a month to make plans, and by the end of May 2016, made a permanent move out here. So permanent move 10-year anniversary won't be until next year in late May. But 10-year anniversary of my first arrival this week. Payoff pitch to Bob Seymour, fouled away. We got 2 outs on the Rays. They have a runner at second base. They have a run in. They lead it 4-0. Yeah, and why? Again, I don't know. You tell me. Is there something really great about living in America right now that I'm missing out on? I don't think so. Swing and a miss. Seymour strikes out, and the inning is over.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Can you impersonate anyone else, BW? Sure. I hope that answers your question. Hey, here's my impersonation of any attractive lady that meets me. Oh my God, you're so handsome. Are you single? I love your dimples. Then that's a good impression, right? Is it true what they say about men with big feet? You know, it's not for me to say. Not for me to say, you know. Let the legend just, you know, be a legend, I guess. Congratulations. That's some courage to do that primarily because language barrier. Dingleberry, that was part of the challenge. That was part of the fun, honestly. Folks, I encourage people to do this. Drop yourself in the middle of somewhere where suddenly basic tasks go from being mundane and routine and just make you feel depressed. Those same simple tasks, just put yourself in a friendly foreign country where you got to figure it all out. Now suddenly you've got challenges. Now suddenly just going out and doing things like, you know, your day-to-day tasks feel a little more exciting because everything's kind of new and fresh and you got to figure it out as you go. It's fun. It may sound scary, and I'll admit I was a little bit scared, but here's the benefit of modern technology. I had the benefit of doing a lot of research before I made the move out here. Just getting to know as much as I could before actually making the move. All right, folks, bottom of the 6th inning is getting started. Dylan Beavers is at the plate. He's had a chance to hit leadoff tonight, and he's 0 for 2. First pitch is a strike to Beavers. There's a JJ raid. How you doing there, JJ, folks? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. The Orioles are losing here tonight, and we have not gotten a hit yet. It is 4-0 Rays. It's 0-2 on Beavers. Clevenger is on the pitch, a lefty, and the 0-2 is low. How you doing there, JJ folks? What's going on with your ball game? Is it over? You in another rain delay like last night? What's shaking? Oh, I see. You're just in between innings. Gonna go back to see JJ? Well, thanks for hanging out here for a minute or two, if that's all it is. If you're here via JJ and you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. It's free. And if JJ were here, he would tell you, I highly recommend you subscribe to BW's channel. I'm telling you, that's what he'd say. All right, so Jordan Westberg's up, 1 out, nobody on. He's 0 for 2. Garrett Clevenger's first pitch is inside for ball 1. We love JJ over here, don't we, Charm City chat? 1-0 to Westberg. Popped up. That's going to be the second out here in the 6th. Josh Lowe comes in, makes the catch in shallow right center. What is going on here? Well, I'll say this. First of all, I'm happy to talk about the fact that there's a no-hitter going on when the opposition is the one with that no-hitter going on. Because I'm hoping I'll break it up talking about it. Gunnar with a ground ball to second. That's going to be 6 no-hit innings. Second baseman over to first in time. Gunnar retired quickly. And the look on his face says it all, folks. Does anybody care? If you saw the look on Gunnar's face as this game went to commercial break, you saw everything you needed to see. A team that doesn't look like they're fighting all that hard. They're being no-hit through 6. Now, here's the good news. If it continues like this, by the time we get to the 8th inning, maybe we'll get a nice big old crowd of new people in here who look at an alert on their phone, see that there's a no-hitter going on, and scramble to YouTube to see if they can find somebody covering the ball game. And that someone is me.
Do you believe in me?
Now, best case scenario, a bunch of people show up and then we break up the no-no, right? I'm not wanting a larger crowd just to watch us get our asses handed to us. No, I just want to have a late comeback after setting up this Venus flytrap of a YouTube channel over here. What's shaking? I think I need a lucky. I've left this screen door open now for like an hour. My electric bill is going to be nuts. Folks. We've got some rainfall here in the 7th inning, and the grounds crew is crouched behind the tarp, ready to roll it onto the field if need be. We might have a delay before this one's over. Base hit into left field. First pitch. And going into second base after another bobbled ball by an outfielder tonight is Simpson. Dylan Beavers. What is going on lately, dude? Beavers took a bad route on a ball and made an error in the field last night. And now he's bobbling a ball hit his way that I have to think led to an extra base. I mean, that's going to be back-to-back nights with errors on Dylan Beavers. How do you not call that an error? That is an error. A single and an error on Beavers. Runner at second, nobody out for Brandon Lau, who's 2 for 3 already tonight, including a home run. This is getting ugly, folks. Jose Castillo is the pitcher for us. I think this is his 3rd appearance. And he's fallen behind Lau 2-0. Pitch. That's a strike, bottom of the zone. It takes time for BW to prepare himself for his show. Mostly in the makeup chair. A lot of primping. Ground ball to second. Westberg has it over to first in time, but the runner at second moves up to third with only one out. So a productive out for the Rays. Why BW wears soccer shirts? Is he Peppermint Patty off of the Peanuts gang or something? You sound like Chip Chipperson. What are you, Peppermint Patty or something? What is this? What are you? Are you sexually ambiguous or something? Why do you call Charlie Chuck? Here's a ground ball hit softly to third base. Jeremiah will charge and throw out the batter, but on the play, Simpson comes in to score. It's an RBI ground out for the Rays. They now lead it 5-0. We are getting beaten tonight with paper cuts, folks. No big inning from the Rays tonight. Every inning has been a one-run inning. Swing and a miss by Josh Lowe. Tampa scored a run in the first, a run in the second, a run in the third, a run in the sixth, and now a run in the seventh. That is a strike, top of the zone, 0-2 on Josh Lowe. Hey, do I have freckles? No. Am I having a secret love affair with Marcy? No. Here is a flare caught by Gunnar Henderson. That will end the inning. Folks, it's seventh inning stretch time in Baltimore. It's our next to last home game of the season, and we're getting no hit! I'm angry. This is no way for this season to go out. We need to show some fight. Maybe this team is lacking some carbohydrates. Let me help them out. It's time to throw some cakes on the griddle. Get those cakes up in the chat, folks.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Oh, wow. That poll is getting closer to me maybe being too harsh on Tony. Maybe I need to rephrase the poll question. Let's rephrase it to, do I have a reason to be critical of Tony Mansolino? Do I have any reason? Maybe.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Folks, we're up to 82 likes, and so far it doesn't look like any weird shenanigans are going on. Let's try to get to 100. Let's get back to, our routine here. If you're watching and you haven't hit the like button yet, thumbs up, bottom of your screen, please tap it. We are trying to get to 100. We're in the 80s. We're living in the 80s. We're living in the 80s. Hey, folks, throw out an 80s one-hit wonder song right now. I'll sing a few bars. I'm in a mood. Come on. BW knows his 80s one-hit wonders. If they're a two-hit wonder, I'll let it slide. All right. Tyler O'Neill is going to lead it off. Here in my car, when the engine goes down, will you visit me, please, if I open my door in cars? Here in my car, you know I'm starting to think about leaving tonight, although nothing seems right in cars. Guess what? BW sings one-hit wonders, and the Orioles break up a no-hitter. Tyler O'Neill, line drive base hit to left. Popeye breaks up the no-no.
Ahoy there! Anybody home?
That's what the $20 million was for. Here's Basayo swinging a miss. Folks, give me another one. I wear my sunglasses at night so I can. I don't know the rest of those lyrics. Here's a ground ball to first. Oh, no. What is Seymour doing? Seymour thought about going to second. Barely made it to first base to beat Basayo to the bag. That's the first out. All right. We do get O'Neill up to second base. One out in the inning. I walk along the avenue. I never thought I'd meet a girl like you. Meet a girl like you. Here's Adley Rutschman. Pitch is up and away for ball one. One out, runner at second. We are trying to get back into this with some 80s tunes. The 1-0 to Adley is low. 2-0 the count. We can dance if we want to. We can leave your cares behind. 'Cause if we don't dance and if we don't dance, then you're no friend of mine. We can dance if we want to. 2-0 is in there for a strike. 2-1 the count. Life is a highway. I want to drive it all night long. If you're going my way, I want to ride it all night long. It's 3-1 on Adley, folks. This is working. It's working. Relax, don't do it when you want to go to it. Relax, don't do it when you want to come. All right. Family friendly. We're not worried about family friendly. We're trying to get back into the damn ball game. Fish heads, roly-poly fish heads, eat them up, yum. They don't play baseball. They're not good dancers. They don't play drums. Oh, God. So that pitch got up under the catcher's mask, and I think it got the catcher in the chin there. Trainer out to look at Fiducia. Did he just spit a little bit of blood? I think he did. Hunter Fiducia. In excess. That's not a one-hit wonder. Is it? Eric Cartman? Like from South Park? I only know his Christian band song. Faith Plus One. Adley loses the bat on a swing on a foul ball. It's a full count. Once I ran to you, now I run from you. This tainted love you've given, I give you all a boy could give you. Take my tears and that's not nearly all. Tainted love. It's a walk to Rutschman.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Let's keep singing.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Sometimes I feel I've got to run away. I've got to get away from the things you drive into the heart of me. The love we share seems to go nowhere. And I lost my light, but I toss and turn. I can't sleep at night. Once I ran to you, now I run from you. This tainted love you've given. Oh, God, O'Neill didn't get back on the base? What is this? What is this calamity? A line drive caught by the shortstop. O'Neill's off the second base bag. He didn't seem all that interested in getting back on there. He's forced there. Was that a triple play? That was not a triple play, right? That's not a triple play, right? Just a double play? What the hell just happened? I think it's a double play with Rutschman still at first base. What a disaster. Oh, wait, that's the end of the inning? Oh, my God. What happened? What the hell happened there? How do they sum up that play? I still don't have it here. So double play, a liner caught just off the ground by the shortstop, and then a force of O'Neill off the second base bag to end the inning. They threw over to first to Rutschman, but the inning was already over at that point. The ball was not caught? Okay. So then why... But there wasn't a tag on O'Neill. When they threw to second, they didn't tag him. It looked like a force play. And it's only a force play if the ball was caught, right, George? I don't know. I think we got a little bit of... We got to figure this one out. The one-hit wonders jammed up the baseball matrix. Yeah, folks, I'll try to style my hair more 80s-ish for tomorrow's game. Maybe that'll help. It's a day game, so for me, it's going to be tonight. What's a good, 80s? What can I do to make my hair 80s? I've got very limp, lifeless hair, and not a whole lot of it. I can't do a mohawk. Can I do I can't do a flock of seagulls. What can I do to make this hair more 80s? You saw the ball bounce. I'll take your word for it, George. I'm just trying to figure out how O'Neill was out, because it looked to me like they just tossed it to second as if it was a force, and it's not a force. Well, wait a minute. No, because, okay, the force would be on Adley. Okay, I get it now. So O'Neill, it's just a really just unlucky play. I get it now. O'Neill wasn't out. Adley was out as the force at second base because it was a ground ball. And then the hitter never got to first in time, so he was out at first. I guess. I don't know. It was just a mess. Can we just move on from that? We were having so much fun earlier. It all led to nothing. We're still down 6-0. We're in the 8th inning. Richie Palacios has a count of a ball and a strike. He is 3 for 3 tonight. Has scored twice, stole a base. He's been a one-man wrecking crew. Here's a ground ball. This should be the first time we get him, as Basayo will take it unassisted to the first base bag. 1 down. Castillo still on the mound pitching for us. We are getting shut out. Baby, 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 where did our love go? Oh, don't you need me? Don't you leave me no more. I've got this burning, burning, yearning feeling inside me. Ooh, deep inside me. And it hurts so bad. You ever heard the extended club mix of Tainted Love, where it starts with the song you know, and then it transitions into a cover of Where Did Our Love Go, which I think was what, like the Supremes or somebody? I can't remember. But I love that club mix. Here's a line drive right to second base, caught by Westberg. That's the second out here in the top of the 8th. So is this the first inning the Rays have scored? What am I looking at here? No, it's another inning with 1 run. 8 innings, and the Orioles have scored, or the Rays have scored in 6 of the 8 innings. And we have not gotten anything. Yenier Cano is coming in to relieve Castillo. Oh, Mickey. I can't do Oh, Mickey. It's too whiny and nasally. I can't pull it off. Looks like you missed a home run call by the Rays, BW, to start off the top of the 8th, but who cares at this point? A home run call by the Rays? What? What are you talking about? What? They led off the inning with a home run? How did I miss that? Mangum with a home run to center field. What? When did that happen? It had to have been first pitch before they came back from commercial. But even then, we would have seen him coming around the bases, right? Please let me know that that was like right out of the commercial. How did it happen? No, I didn't call the home run. Never saw it, never knew it existed. Holy cow. All right, I guess I've learned my lesson. I can't balance karaoke and play-by-play at the same time. Max saw it. Sorry, guys. It was first pitch right out of the break, and I missed it. I don't know how. Who are these people? Here comes the rain. Don't you dare put a tarp out here now.
Who are you? Who are you?
If they are putting a tarp out right now, oh God, fans are putting on rain gear right now. I think they're going to just suspend this game. But we still have to get our at-bats. It's the top of the 8th. We have to get our hits, our licks in the 8th inning. But the rain is really falling right now. From this shot of Cano, it looks like it's really coming down. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball. Basayo. Unassisted play to get the second out. No, the final out. All right, so it's the bottom of the 8th coming up. We're down 6 runs. There's rain coming down. The grounds crew is still stationed behind the tarp. I have a feeling I got a feeling this is going to be an 8-inning game. Honestly, Miss Janet, this is my prediction. The Orioles are going to come up and like swing at the first pitch, try to get 3 quick outs, and then the umpires are going to call the game after 8 innings with a 6-0 Tampa victory. That's my prediction. I don't think they're going to. Yeah, because we got a day game tomorrow, right? They're not going to want to stick around for this. You got a day game tomorrow. This game doesn't mean anything to either team. They're not gonna go sit through a long delay. There's no way. They're just gonna call it. Hey, but we got a hit, right, everybody? We got a hit. Can't take away that from us.
I'm up all night to get lucky.
Right?
This being Baltimore and all.
I'm looking for that "We're number one" button, but I might have moved it somewhere. There it is.
We're number one.
Are we?
Who are you?
Folks.
This is great iced tea.
Soundboard might need a update in the off season. Yep. Well, we know what this game could have meant. But, yeah. There's a couple of older ladies sticking it out, down 6. They've watched the Orioles get one hit. Look at those ladies. Those are fans. Brian Baker. How you doing, buddy? How you been? Long time no see. Baker has a 3.80 ERA in 71 appearances. Most of them for us. He's facing Cowser to lead it off in the bottom of the 8th. Cowser's first pitch swinging and misses. It looks like the rain has let up now from just a couple of minutes ago. Cowser takes low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Who's on the pitch? Oh, yeah, Brian Baker. Duh. This pitch is high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Where did our love go? There's still the grounds crew hanging out behind the tarp. 2-1 is low. 3-1. We need base runners. We need base runners. All right, the pitch. Low and in for ball 4. Cowser, take your base. We need base runners. There's 1. All right.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
And by the way, Brian Baker, why don't you do us a solid, dude? Come on. You know what this season's been like. You were a part of it. How about you throw a couple of cookies here. Get us back into the ball game. Jeremiah Jackson looks at a strike. A front door slider from Brian Baker. The likes are healthy. Are we hitting 100 yet? Trying to get there, folks. We're a dozen likes away from 100. The likes might be healthy. The view count is not. No new Magic memberships. No super chats. Boy. Running out of time, folks. 1-1 pitch to Jackson is hit in the air to right. Pretty deep. Onto the track. And right in front of the door to the grounds crew shed. The catch is made out there by Josh Lowe for the first out. 1 down. And back to the top of the order for Dylan Beavers. Oh, there is rain still coming down. I can see it now. It's weird. This depends on which camera you're looking through. Beavers' first pitch goes after it. Fouls it down the left side. Out of play. First chance to hit leadoff for Beavers today, and he's gone 0 for 3, striking out his last time up. That average is down to 237. Come on, Dylan. You're making me look bad, dude. I've been talking you up. Pitch. Fouled away again. It's 0-2. So, folks, the final game at home is tomorrow afternoon. Don't miss it. Beavers looks at a changeup, had the plate, but dipped a little bit low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. This is not what I wanted. This pitch is fouled away. Still 1-2.
Nice beaver.
Thank you.
The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball. Base hit into right field. Beavers finally gets a hit. And going first to third is Cowser. We've got ourselves a chance to break this shutout, if not more. First and third with 1 out. Folks.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
Honestly, George, I feel like a sweep was a must. Because we would have to basically sweep the Yankees, and the Rays need to lose at least once. If we take 2 out of 3 from the Yankees, then the Rays would probably need to get swept. Plus, you know, we beat them tomorrow, and then who do the Rays play in the final weekend? Anybody know? 0-1 on Westburg. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Come on, Jordan. Come on, dude. Got to make contact here, man. Break up this shutout. Good speed on the bases. Got to make contact. The pitch, that bounces. The catcher has no idea where it is. It was right there in front of the plate. The runner at first, Beavers, will take second base on a wild pitch that really wasn't that wild. Just a catcher who had no idea where the ball was. It was right there. All right, second and third. That takes the conventional double play out of order. And a base hit could score a pair. 1-2 on Westburg.
West is that way.
Pitch. Fouled off of Westburg at the plate. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Come on, Brian Baker. Help us out, buddy. Oh, the Rays at Toronto for the final series. The Rays could get swept. Line drive, up the middle, off the glove of the second baseman for a hit. 1 run will score. Here comes Beavers. He scores. It's a 2-run RBI single, and the Orioles have broken up the shutout, courtesy of Jordan Westburg. All right.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
The count is 1-0 on Gunnar Henderson.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
Runner at first is Westburg. The pitch. Don't call that a strike, man. God. Oh, Gunnar. That's when you complain. But you do it so much that it's like the boy who cried wolf. Nobody's listening. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouled back, it's 1-2. That's why you have to not be so mopey all the time, because sometimes you do need to be like, look, Blue, that was not a strike. All right? Don't do that again. But you don't really have a whole lot to say when You're always moping about a call. That pitch is low. 2-2. Come on, Gunner. You can do it. Come on. Come on now. Keep the line moving. Two-two pitch. He swung at a pitch that broke down nearly into the dirt. He strikes out. 2 down. 2 down. Folks, 11 likes away from 100. Can we get there? We kind of need to. Tyler O'Neill got a base hit his last time up. That was the first hit of the night for the Orioles. That's hit hard, but right to third. Caminero is going to go to second. That's the short way for the force, and the inning is over. The Orioles do manage to get on the board. A couple of runs to make it 6-2 as we head to the ninth, to make it slightly interesting. A grand slam could tie it. A big rally could get us back in it in the ninth. But first of all, we got to hold the line here and not let Tampa score. It's a big ask, but after 7 innings of nothing, we got a couple of runs. We got 3 hits on the board. We're going to the ninth inning. It's the Rays 6 and the Orioles 2. Vlad got thrown out of the game along with the hitting coach. What happened? A bad strike 3 call? You know what I want to start seeing? Instead of the classic batter arguing with the umpire over a ball or strike, with the ABS system coming in next year, instead of batters or pitchers arguing with the umps, I want to see umpires arguing with the robot. Now the umps can argue with the new technology. Put the shoe on the other foot. Ninth inning is coming up. It'll be Seymour, Simpson, and Lau, the law offices of. Cleveland has a 3-1 lead on the Tigers in the 6th inning. They are about to really take a commanding lead with the head-to-head tiebreaker already in their back pocket. Even if the Tigers win tomorrow, Cleveland will still be ahead on tiebreaker for first place in that division going into the final weekend. Yankees have taken a commanding lead on the White Sox 5-1. Boston shutting out Toronto 4-0 in the 8th inning. Seymour looks at strike 1 from Yenier Cano. Cano had to throw just a couple of pitches to end the 8th inning. An inning that included a home run I never saw. One ball, one strike on Seymour. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Good splitter from Cano. One and 2 the count. And Cano strikes him out. Again, the splitter. Well spotted. You get the feeling Yenier Cano can be an effective pitcher as long as you use him in no leverage situations. Not high leverage, not low leverage, no leverage. I think he's okay. Simpson with a high chopper. Cano is going to outrace him to the bag. Yenier Cano. Come on, folks. I think we all can agree Cano's best days as a reliever for us might be behind him, but this was a fun play. A high chopper, a fast runner, and Cano sprinting to field and the momentum took him right to the bag. Nice little play there to get Simpson. 2 down in the inning. Brandon Lau up next. 2 for 4, a couple of extra base hits on the night. There is still rainfall going on here. That pitch is low for ball 1. In fact, the rain appears to be picking up again. But this game is so close to being over. I'm sure they're going to try to squeeze it in here. Fouled away by Lau. The count is a ball and a strike. Yeah, maybe we should convert Cano to a position player, keep him on the bench, and then when we're getting, massacred in a blowout down 8 runs, we bring in Cano as our specialist position player pitcher. I love it. I could see us this season, that would have come in handy about 8 or 9 times. Swing and a miss. 1-2 on Brandon Lau. It's only raining on Cano. BW, do you think Don Mattingly could help Cano? In what way? Mr. Hyde, thank you for the super chat. Thank you very much. Here's the next pitch outside, 2-2.
Message for you, son.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Do I think Don Mattingly could help Cano? I mean, help him, find a good restaurant? Help him find a good barber? Maybe? Help him pitch? I don't know. The count is full, Mr. Hyde. I mean, I don't want to give just a joke answer. I'm not sure if you're just giving me a joke question, though. Here's a foul ball. It's still 3-2 on Brandon Lau. 2 down, nobody on, top of the 9th. The Rays lead at 6-2. Peter Fairbanks, who I believe is their closer, is up despite a non-save situation. That is an inside-out swing, a one-hopper to Gunner, over to first. And, wow, Basayo had to stretch. I think his foot came off the bag for a moment. But he was able to reconnect. And the Orioles get the final out of the 9th. We go to the bottom of the 9th. The Orioles are down by a salami. Can we get a salami, folks? I'm hungry. I mean, you get a salami and you put some mayo on there.
Let's get it all on there. Just spread it out.
That's what I'm predicting, folks. That's BW's prediction, and it's going to require a cameo from a buddy of mine to make this happen. That's right. I'm not messing around. BW predicts a salami from Mayo. A Mayo salami sandwich in the 9th. He'll come up to pinch hit. He's going to come up to pinch hit at some point with the bases loaded. And it's a Mayo salami to save us all. Who doesn't believe?
Do you believe in me?
Don't tell me. Just pretend you believe. All right? Pretend you believe. Hey, give me a sec. I've had this back porch open now forever. All right. We're down 4. There's no good reason to think we can somehow pull this off, which is why I feel oddly optimistic. Why? I don't know. You want a scoreboard? Forget it. There's your scoreboard. We're down 4 runs. Let's get some base runners and then worry about it. It's Sammy Basayo to lead off. He's 0 for 3. We need base runners. Fairbanks versus Basayo. Fairbanks rocking his legs there. There he goes. First pitch, swing and a miss. A cutter that breaks sharply downward for strike 1. Cutter apparently only thrown 3% of the time by Fairbanks, and that's his first pitch. Usually a fastball splitter. And another cutter. Are we sure we're identifying this pitch correctly, Masson? A pitch that you say he throws 3% of the time, and he's thrown 2 to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 on Basayo. Pitch. Up and in, and it hit him. And Basayo goes down to a knee. Oh, he is in more pain now than he was 10 seconds ago. Oh, he is writhing in pain. Oh, no. Oh, no. I just saw a look at that area he's holding, and it didn't look good. Oh, no. He's walking straight down into the clubhouse, folks. I only saw it for a second and only take it as my speculation, but that might have done some real damage just above the wrist to Basayo. That might have ended his season right there. Well, you won't see him in the lineup tomorrow. Just above the right wrist. You just hope nothing is broken. But the way he left the game as quickly as they did, they didn't do tests, they didn't like pressure point, nothing. Immediately down the tunnel. Not good looking. Adley Rutschman is up. Obviously, there's a pinch runner on for Basayo. I didn't see who it was. There he is. It's Kobe Mayo. Well, if Mayo's going to hit a salami, they're going to have to bat around somehow. So much for my prediction. Now I'm just worried about the health of Basayo. 0-1 to Rutschman, fouled away 0-2. I mean, it is possible. We're down 4 runs. It is possible for Mayo to come up and hit with the bases loaded, 2 down, a few runs already in, batting around, to get that salami walk-off. So I don't want to hear anything, Chilo. 0-2 pitch, Rutschman on the ground. First baseman hits the bag, and now we're in a rundown with Mayo. He will be tagged out. It's a double play. And this game is getting uglier by the minute. Wow, what a terrible conclusion. You wish we didn't play the 9th inning. You wish the rain would have called this one early, because now Basayo might be seriously injured. And whatever chances we had at a rally just got killed off with a double play ball. 2 down, nobody on for Ryan Mountcastle. Fairbanks asks the catcher to come out to chat with him. What do you have to talk about? You got a 4-run lead with 2 down in the 9th. There's nobody on base. It's raining. Can we go home? What are you talking about? Hurry up. Let's go. First pitch to Mountcastle. Popped up, right field, should end the ball game. Low, a few steps to his left. He's got it, and there you go. The Rays have tied up this series and have made the Orioles' chances of getting out of last place this season go from a decent chance with a win tonight to very, very slim. We really needed to sweep the Rays. It's going to take a lot of help and no more losing in order to get out of the basement this season, folks. We lose. Final score, Rays 6, Orioles 2. 6 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors for Tampa. 2 runs on only 3 hits and 2 errors for Baltimore. Both teams leave 5 men on base. Edwin Uceta in relief gets his 10th win of the season. He only pitched 1 inning coming in to relieve Shane Baz, but that inning was the 5th inning. That is the qualifying inning. And he pitched it, and he gets himself a pretty cheap win there, I'd say. Tyler Wells saddled with the loss. It was his first bad outing of his 4 starts since coming back. Melanie, what are you wearing tonight? Melanie, what is that get-up? Do you just slap an Oriole bird on whatever outfit you got? What is that? All right. Wells, first loss of the season, first bad outing of the season, 4 innings pitched. He gave up 3 runs on 7 hits and a walk, struck out 4. At least you got 94. On point. Is this stream over yet, On Point? Is this stream over yet? Huh?
What? Over? Did you say over? Nothing is over until we decide it is.
Last I checked, it ain't over. In fact, check this out. I'm willing to be petty. I'll just like my own stream, if that's what it takes. Here I go. I like me. There. Did I tap it? Wow, hitting the like button isn't easy. I can understand now what you guys are going through. There. I just liked myself, which my therapist will be very proud of me for that. That shows progress. BW is beginning to like himself. All right. Did that help? Are we one closer? I'm showing 97 on my board here. I don't know. So, tomorrow, we have the final game at home this season. Okay? Is it an exciting event? No. It's a midweek afternoon game against or involving a couple of teams going nowhere. So, on paper, this is a game that nobody should give a damn about. But if you're an Oriole fan, I said lick. Everybody hit the lick button. All right? Thanks. Hit that lick button. Be like Divine in Pink Flamingos. All right? Thank you.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
No, that's from John Waters' Hairspray. Not Pink Flamingos. Talking early John Waters, not the safe commercial John Waters. Janet showing 98 likes. Folks, 98 rock. I guess I'm just going to have to linger longer. I see 100 likes.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
We got some late likers, folks.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
Everybody anteed up and kicked in like men.
Ante up and kick in like men. Like men!
Well done, everybody. I'm showing 100. I'm also showing the view count dropping as I'm speaking. We're down to the 30s. So let me do this wrap up in quick fashion. Yes, so tomorrow is the final game at home. I want everybody to get here. All right? and absolutely this weekend. We've only got a few dozen people here, but you guys are, the core group of, hardcore bird watchers, okay? You guys are fine. You've all been so supportive of the channel, but I'm really hoping that this weekend we can drum up one more little fundraising drive before the season wraps up. I do plan on delivering a lot of content this offseason. It's not going to be like last offseason where I just go into my man cave for 5 months, maybe pop out once or twice. No, there's going to be content all the time. A weekly around baseball show, I'm thinking, along with this video game experiment we got going on. Plus, I'm going to call some postseason games as well, folks. So there is content still to enjoy on the channel after this season wraps up. But you guys know that this is what it's all about. This is what matters to me. I want to be here to document the Orioles' return to glory. Unfortunately, 2025 is not the season. But I do believe that if we get just the right attitude, the right leader in here for this team, that the talent is there to turn this last place team into a first place team next season. I wholeheartedly believe it. What about a karaoke night? I tell you what, Mr. Hyde, how about if one of these Yankee games gets out of hand one way or the other? Again, we're going to have our largest crowds we're going to see on this channel until opening day next season. So how about we set it up? This could backfire. But maybe as a fundraising sort of, what do you call it, gimmick, I guess. Drop in a super chat, give me the song, and I'll sing you a few bars. There you go. First come, first serve, all right? That way you're helping out the channel. I'll give you a personal little something, and everybody's happy. I hope. I don't know. I have a feeling some of you hate it when I sing. I get the positive feedback from those in the chat, but there's probably others who don't chat that are like, good grief. This ain't American Idol. What are you doing? We've got the Yankees coming up after tomorrow. Tomorrow's the Rays, last game at home, all right? 4 games to go. All right, let me see who's streaming right now, and I'll redirect you over there. Boston is up 7-0 on Toronto. That game is well in hand. So probably going to refrain from going to that game. That is pretty much decided. Let's see. Who else is on out here? Orioles on the verge. AAA Norfolk season recap. Bitsy is doing that. All right, let me see. Well, Dr. Delay is on again. Pirates and Reds. Okay, that has some implication, because if the Reds, it's the bottom of the 9th with 1 out. We're going to get Dr. Delay a small little group of people here to finish out his game. Again, the Reds folks are knocking on the door of a wild card spot, trying to catch the Mets. They were in the lead yesterday, and then now the Mets are ahead today. But the Reds are playing late against the Pirates. Dr. Delay is on the call. I'm going to send you there right now. Folks, come on back early tomorrow afternoon. For me, it'll be later tonight. I'll probably be wearing this same shirt, so don't make fun of me. Can you tell I'm self-conscious about that? I bring it up every time I call an afternoon game. Yeah, that's going to do it for me, folks. Thanks to everybody in the Charm City chat. Thanks to the mods for all the incredible work that they do, volunteering their time and effort to keep the chat nice and charming. We got a super chat in earlier. Thank you for that. Everybody helped out to get that like count up to 100. We didn't have any weird shenanigans tonight with the like count, it would appear. So that's good news. And I have no idea about subscribers. Doesn't look like the needle moved much tonight, but hey, can't have it all. Especially when you lose 6-2. All right. Come on back tomorrow afternoon, folks. Until then, this has been the Birdwatcher and the Hat. And we will chirp at you later. Sending you now to Dr. Delay. Say hi to him. Tell him the Birdwatcher sent you, okay? Take care, everybody. See you tomorrow.